Roy Charles Waller, the man convicted of being the NorCal Rapist, will be spending the rest of his life in prison.
There's always an appeal, but we have every faith and every hope and trust in the system that he will die in prison.
Friday, a judge sentenced Waller to the maximum term of 459 years to run consecutive to another term of 438 years to life for his crimes.
Mr. Waller deserves every single second that the judge gave him today.
And I hope he lives a very, very, very long life.
For Waller's victims, who say they prefer to be called survivors, this was a moment they had waited decades for.
I'm done. He's gone. I never have to think about him for one more second of my life, and that is the greatest relief I could ever feel.
In 1991, Nicole Ernest Pate was attacked by Waller inside her Roner Park home when she was 21.
And for any survivor who has not had the strength to do so, who is watching this today, the only person who should be ashamed of what happened to you is the person who did it to you. It is never, ever you.
The feeling of being scared and all that, that's just going to be there.
Teresa Lane was attacked by Waller inside her Vallejo home in 1992 when she was 30 years old.
And knowing, though, that he is not going to do it to anybody else is the most amazing thing ever.
Those attacks and 8 others between 1991 and 2006 went unsolved for years. But in 2018, investigators used DNA evidence from crime scenes to find a match on the online DNA service GEDmatch. That led to a relative of Waller and ultimately his arrest.
The takeaway for us today, I think, is that is a technology that needs to be embraced because it did provide closure for so much and so many people.
And Waller's final sentencing was the closure many victims say they had been waiting so long for, but some say their work is far from over.
And I feel released now to take the next step in this journey in my life, which is to try to help other people stand up, change the dynamic, figure out why men are raping people, and stopping the behavior. Stop putting the focus on all the women all the time. Let's focus on the men.
In Sacramento, Doug Johnson.
And I will do everything I can for the rest of my life to change the narrative and change the dynamic of this conversation.
Fox 40 News.